What's up, Mitten Squad? My name is Paul. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be going over the 6 oldest characters in the Fallout universe. Number 6. Dr. Stanislaus Braun. Before the war, Braun was a brilliant German scientist for Vault Tec. He was the head of Future Tec and the creator of the Garden of Eden creation kit known as the GECK. Braun had a long scientific career before the war, and he had many theories on advanced life preservation, which led to him becoming the overseer of Vault 112, where he ran dozens of experiments in simulated worlds. When Braun was born isn't said, but he was a scientist before the Great War, so it's safe to assume that he was at least 20 years old when the bombs fell, meaning he could be as young as 220 years old, but he could have been an old man when the bombs fell, so he could be as old as 260 years old. Due to the uncertainty of his age, he has been placed at number 6 on this list. Number 5. Carol. Carol is a female ghoul who runs Carol's place with her partner Greta. She lived in Washington, D.C. with her father. When the Chinese nuked the West Coast, they headed for a fallout shelter. Before she entered the shelter, she turned back to get her father, who had stopped to help another family. Seconds later, he was vaporized by a nuclear explosion, which knocked Carol unconscious. Hours later, she woke up and looked for her father, but all she found was a shadow of her father burned into a wall. She didn't stay in the fallout shelter for very long, and she eventually found safety in the relatively undamaged Museum of American History's Afterlife exhibit. Carol has been there ever since. Over time, every resident of the museum has become a ghoul. Carol was born in 2051, meaning she is 226 years old as of 2277 during Fallout 3. Number 4. Raoul Tejeda. Raoul Tejeda is a ghoul mechanic who has been trapped in the prison atop Black Mountain. Raoul grew up on Tidalgo Ranch near Mexico City. He was a marksman as well as a mechanic. When the bombs fell, his ranch was spared from the destruction. Eventually, survivors tried to take refuge at the ranch and became violent, forcing Raoul and his father to drive them away. Later that night, about 24 men returned and set fire to the ranch house, barring the doors from the outside to prevent any escape. Raoul woke up to the smell of smoke and was able to sneak himself and his sister Rafael Tejeda out a window, receiving burns across his body in the process. The rest of his family, consisting of his mother, father, grandmother, 2 brothers, and 2 sisters, died in the flames. Raoul and his sister headed into Mexico City, where Raoul was affected by intense radiation, turning him into a ghoul. Sometime later, he discovered the signal of Black Mountain Radio. He went there and fixed the radio. Unfortunately for Raoul, Tabitha, the ruler of Black Mountain, kept him in prison for an unknown number of years. Raoul Tejeda was born in 2047, making him 234 years old as of 2281 during Fallout New Vegas. Number 3. Robert Edwin House. Robert House was born to 2 wealthy parents who, much to the dismay of Robert House, left their inheritance to Robert's brother Anthony. Nevertheless, he attended the Commonwealth Institute of Technology and later went on to found Robco Industries in his hometown of Las Vegas at the age of 22. Not long after, Robco Industries became one of the most profitable companies in the world. He then used his wealth and power to gain controlling interest in a myriad of other businesses. These include Repcon Aerospace, the Lucky 38 Hotel and Casino on Las Vegas Boulevard, and perhaps, most personally, the H&H Tool Company, the company that his brother was given control of upon the death of his parents. Robert Edwin House was born on June 25, 2020, making him 261 years old in 2281, during Fallout New Vegas. This next one contains spoilers for the Fallout 4 side quest, The Secret of Cabot House. Click the annotation to skip past it if you don't want to be spoiled. Number 2. Lorenzo Cabot. When Lorenzo Cabot was born is not clear. He discovered an alien artifact long ago, granting him inhuman abilities, including unnaturally long life. At some point, he was placed in the Parsons State Insane Asylum by his son so that he could work on a cure for his father. By the time you complete the Secret of Cabot House quest in Fallout 4, you'll learn that Cabot has been locked away in the asylum for over 400 years. And according to Jack's terminal, the son of Lorenzo Cabot is 452 years old, meaning that he was born in 1835. Number 1. Toshiro Pago. Who cares? Exactly when Toshiro Pago was born, much like the other people on this list, isn't clear. According to the Fallout 3 official game guide, Pago was from Japan, born sometime before 1562 and participated in many battles for the Oda clan. After the decimation of the Oda clan, he fought for one or more other unknown clans during the Azuchi Momoyama period from 1568 to 1603, during the Tokugawa shogunate from 1600 to 1868, Toshiro chose the wood sorrel mon for his name and placed it on his Okinawa Do. Sometime later, he was abducted by Mothership Zeta. He was interrogated by the aliens and put into cryopreservation until 2277, when the lone wanderer stumbles upon him and unfreezes him. As of 2277, Pago is at least 715 years old, making him the oldest known character in the Fallout universe. Alright, that's going to do it for this video about the 6 oldest characters in the Fallout universe. If you enjoyed this video or learned anything, leave a like. If you didn't learn anything or didn't enjoy the video, leave a dislike. Leave any comments if you have any suggestions or any future top 10 video about any game or game character. My name is Paul of Mitten Squad. Have a wonderful day.